Okay, so here's the radiator setup. So you can see here's the filler neck on the top of the radiator over here. And you can see the overflow line that goes down into the bottom of that overflow tank over there. Let's come back a minute and take a look at this radiator cap. You can see what it looks like. It's just a regular old radiator cap. And it's got a fancy aluminum cover on top of it, or stainless, one of the two. So that attaches there. This is a dual flow, cross flow radiator. So the top half of the radiator, the hot water comes into the top half of the radiator and matriculates down to the bottom half of the radiator and then flows back the other way and comes out the bottom there. So it's a dual flow radiator. This is my radiator hose, and it was mounted about like this. So you can see that it's, I think if you look at the picture of the motor in the car, you can tell what the angle on it was, but that's pretty much what it looks like. Here's the overflow tank, and it's not a pressurized tank. Like I said, the line from the radiator filler comes over here and goes into the bottom. So theoretically, if the thing gets too hot and the water expands, the water's going to come into this tank. And this just has a screw top on it with a rubber gasket, so it's not vented or anything. And if you look down inside the tank, you can see, if I can get over here, you can see that little line sticking up there. So that line that's sticking up in there is down about for 2 knuckles from the top of the tank. And it goes directly out the bottom. You can see it goes right out the bottom, and that just drains onto the pavement. So that's what happens with that hose. So that's what the setup looks like. I think it's probably more than sufficient to cool the motor. I think the problem we're just going to have is getting the darn thing burped. Well, that's what the system looks like.